Jesus.
My people, everywhere good. Ken Ofori-Atta, who was born on 7th November 1959, who was then Finance Minister of Ghana, has been arrested by the USA ICE. Ladies and gentlemen, he was not arrested because of any criminality but visa overstay. Ladies and gentlemen, who is this Ken Ofori-Atta? Ken Ofori-Atta was the finance minister under the rule of the MPP administration led by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ladies and gentlemen, who is this His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo will be remembered for? His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo can be remembered by one village, one dam. One constituency, $1 million. Nana Addo died. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the only president that moved around with his own special chair. He is the only president who can be remembered for that. He is the only one that moved around with his own chair in one full air-conditioned car. Ladies and gentlemen, he can also be remembered for as the only president that command chiefs to stand up and give him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the only president that deceived God. That he want to build God a huge church by breaking down judges, their apartment for only to build God swimming pool. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear fellow Ghanaians that he is coming out to speak, I know Adam, now you Adam. Adam to speak, ladies and gentlemen. And also, some can also remember him as the only president that normally bath in the air. Can be also be remembered by that. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's dig into Ken Ofori-Atta, what he can be remembered for. As he is the only finance minister who introduced Momo tax, and his colleagues and the whole Ghana was against, but that Momo tax must pass. Ladies and gentlemen, under his watch, he can be also remembered for as he is the only finance minister who collapsed most of the Ghanaian banks in this country, including GN Bank, Babesi Indum, which was the most fastest bank growing all over Ghana. But the man collapsed that sector as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as government change hands, as power change hands, they started calling finance minister for accountability. Now so the man begin they run. they run. Sometimes their spokesperson will come out and say the man is not feeling fine, the man is sick, and other things. Ladies and gentlemen, the Special Prosecutor Office has issued letters, but the man refused to appear before him. Ladies and gentlemen, now the ISIS has arrested the man for visa overstay and is facing deportation. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the only finance minister who wear white and not black, as if he is a pastor. Ladies and gentlemen, a friend of mine, father, advised me. He said, the Nyash president, if you want to be a correct thief, always wear white. Even if you are caught, people will plead on behalf of you. Because the white signifies holy. Ladies and gentlemen, the man is walking around America thinking that God in heaven is asleep. Now, he's facing deportation. And Ghanaians are jubilating that yes, come back home. Come back home. Come back home for accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, as His Excellency, the President said the law is the law. The law is the law. And as a Nyash president, I'll be following the case back to back, and I'll be giving my fans on here. We are praying that the man should touch down successfully. If they don't do it, NDC and MPP, because we are in this country, if the FBI can come to Ghana to arrest Yahoo boys, if the FBI can come to Ghana and arrest Yahoo boys, how much more the same FBI, Ghana government, you cannot pass through them to arrest this man and bring him here, and you people are waiting, and now you people are jubilating just because the man is now have stayed in America and overstay, and they want to deport him. If not, that is facing deportation. That means our president, our government would have not done anything about it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the country we are now. I quite remember some time ago when Chini Jonas started this is video stuff like that. The past government sent delegations to America to search for this guy and arrest. But when it became MPP and NDC, they romance themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are staying tuned to watch and follow this case. And as a Nyash president, I will be giving you details by details. Anyway, my name is the Nyash president, and I continue to be the Nyash president all over the world. Power to the Nyash.